What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. As you can tell from the title of this video, we are going to be working on an F80 M3. Now, it's obviously not mine because I sold my F80 M3. It is actually my friend Greg's F80 M3, which is not here right now. He's actually on his way. But we are going to be installing a much larger iDRIVE screen in the F80. I'll give you guys a better look once he gets here. This is a pretty common upgrade on these cars. The original iDRIVE screen is actually pretty small and it's not touchscreen, but this new one that he got, I believe it's from like a G30 or something like that, which is a newer 5 Series. I'll see if that's correct once he gets here. But yeah, it's a pretty big upgrade compared to the original one because this new one is touchscreen and it's much larger. And he got all the stuff ready for it, ready to go, because he actually had to get like this adapter bracket in order to even fit it into the car. And then we also have to do some coding as well just to get it working. So this is going to be somewhat of a tutorial video, or I might throw this video into like one of the other videos. We'll see when he gets here. I'll see how much footage I can get and how long it really takes. I don't think it should take more than like an hour to get done. But yeah, without further ado, I will catch you guys once he gets here. All right guys, Gregory the bot is here. He's waiting outside. Let's open this gate. Hey, shut the f up! Piece of shit thinks he could come around my neighborhood and honk at me. Who the f you think you're honking at?
You like that?
What are we doing? What are we doing to this piece of shit? So what are we doing? First of all, what are we doing? This is gonna be kind of like a tutorial video. So that's what we're gonna do.
That's what we're doing.
We're gonna do like a tutorial video. I'm sure there's 3 people out there in the world that might want to do this.
All 6 of you watching.
Yeah. Hey, we're up to like 40 people.
That's pretty good.
Maybe.
Right.
Now 35 are our friends. But still, let's see what we're doing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Who am I kidding? Gentlemen.
Hey, you never know. There might be a lady in there somewhere.
Yeah. This is a bigger screen off of a G30 and a F90, which, if those of you who don't know, that's for the 5 Series.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah.
If you guys need a part number or something, oh, he got it from LKQ.
That's the part number right there.
I don't think it's going to
If you're going to want to do this upgrade, you have to make sure you get the one that says G30 Scalar. There's like 3 or 4 different models. They won't work. It has to be this model for it to work with the F30 or F80 chassis.
So this is the screen. We'll compare the other one to this one. You guys will see. You probably can't even tell on camera that there's a big difference, but there is a big difference. This is touchscreen compared to the one that's on the car. It's non-touch screen.
And this one's 10.5 inches. I think the other one's 8.8. So that 1.82 inches is a massive difference.
Huge.
And this is an adapter from some guy who makes them in Latvia.
What's his name?
I don't know. They're about $100. Very, very fast shipping.
$100 for this?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. But Beamer Link sells this same shit for $300 for a piece of plastic, which is a ripoff. So I found this guy. He makes the same exact thing. $100. Overnight shipping from Japan.
If you guys want any links or anything to all this stuff, don't comment below. Just go to his page or his Instagram or something. Message him. Don't message me.
Why, did they reach out to you?
People reach out to me all the time.
Your fellow comrades reach out to you? How it works, it literally just clips in on the OEM screen, and the guy's nice enough to send you 2 extended screws, so it just plugs right in.
2 screws, right? Right here.
2 screws, that's it.
It's literally just 2 screws.
Be pretty easy.
And then a little bit of coating.
And yeah, really quick coding on Beamer code. You just change the parameters for it to work with this resolution. It's a different resolution. Other than that, it should work.
Alrighty. Alrighty dighty.
Let's see if it works.
Alrighty dighty.
But before we begin, there's your method of payment.
Yeah, guys, for those who don't know, I get paid in Kirkland Signature, grass-fed beef sticks, and Red Bulls.
Sponsor.
And Red Bulls.
Alrighty dighty.
We got this light set up. What do we need to do first?
Alright, step 1. We gotta take this trim off without cracking it. There you go. Honestly, I forgot what the cables look like behind the screen.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Pretty
because
easy
he has a little
off.
the vent screen. Do we have to take this entire thing off?
Yeah, I mean, we could just dangle it, honestly.
What if you dangle it?
Let's just do that.
And is there any cutting or anything involved?
There's supposed to be a little notch that you're supposed to cut. Once we take the screen off, you'll get a better look. It's because the adapter is just a little bit thicker than this one. And what it does, it moves the screen forward so it sits about right here. Helps you use a touchscreen since these are not touchscreen. P15.
Look at the schnoz.
Hey.
That's one bolt. I don't know how well you guys can, actually you guys can see it pretty well.
That's not bad.
And then there's a bolt on the left side.
That'll do. It should just pop off. I think there's 2 clips
There
in
you
the
go.
back. Oh no, it just comes right off.
Straight up.
There you go.
And then there is one plug.
In the back, yeah. There we go. All right, yeah, it looks like the same plug.
Perfect. Literally that one plug.
This is a 8.8, and the new one off the G30 or F90 is a 10.25, I think.
8.8 to 10.2.
Here, let's compare them. Let's go get the other one and compare them. Oh yeah, it's a pretty big difference.
Oh yeah.
It looks more modern.
I mean, yeah, it looks pretty cool too.
It's a good refresh for the interior.
The screen-wise is 10.2, right?
10.2, yeah.
And then that's 8.
The bezel
and the entire thing is also bigger, which I think it looks cooler.
Looks
too.
more modern, I think.
The best part is that it's touchscreen. I mean, it's kind of annoying reaching over for the touchscreen, but
And you don't want smudges on your screen, but
yeah.
At least you know you have it.
It's an upgrade. The only difference is he has to put that
This
adapter on. That way it fits with this dash and everything.
Because if you don't put the adapter and you just slide it in here,
It doesn't
obviously
fit right.
it won't fit right.
See that gap right there?
And then show the back, there's going to be a giant gap right here
Oh yeah.
because it's not made for this dash.
Oh, we have to cut those 2 little notches out.
Yep.
So wherever you see those little red boxes, we just have to cut those out. Oh yeah, because the bracket is a little bit bigger,
Thicker, yeah.
right? So it's thicker, this area right here. So I believe we can just get away with using a regular blade. Obviously make sure it's a brand new blade. Oh yeah, it's cutting pretty easily.
It's pretty soft plastic. And always make sure you cut twice and measure once.
Yep.
All right, Snoop Dogg. Gonna get
You
copyrighted
don't want to
real
get
quick.
copyrighted, bro, and then I won't make my $2 per video. All right, guys, we got it all notched out. I don't know how well you guys can see this. Let me try to get it to focus, but
We trimmed the plastics just a little bit. Keyword, little bit.
just a little bit. Nah, but you guys just have to trim until this bracket fits in there. So go ahead and throw it on there. Obviously, before you throw everything back on, screw it in place. We're gonna code it and see if it works. What are you using to code?
This is a V-Peak Bluetooth OBD adapter. You plug it in, go to your Bluetooth settings. It's called V-Peak. Not supported. What the hell?
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
I have not. So we're just gonna use one of these. It's a Wi-Fi Ethernet adapter. The annoying thing with these Ethernet ones, the Wi-Fi ones, you have to disable CarPlay and all that stuff. There we go.
Okay, now that you got your Ethernet Wi-Fi adapter connected, you go to Beamer code.
Beamer code, press connect.
Press connect.
Choose your adapter. We're using that one.
Wi-Fi adapter.
Connect. Sure. Try again. Here we go. So it's a 3 Series M3.
I thought this was a 335.
It's a 325. There we go. So once you're in, let me just get the settings real quick. There we go.
So you need those exact settings if you want to pause the video and never use what I'm telling you. Trust us. We do YouTube.
We're professionals.
We're professionals.
Oh, that's right. I think you got to search for everything. Okay. CID underscore Apex mode. So change it to Apex 2.
So change CID Apex mode to Apex 2, which is
already on there.
It's already there. Calm mode, put it on MMI or MI. Color depth.
Depth needs to be 24-bit. It's already on there. What the hell?
24-bit. This is literally coding. This is all you have to do.
Oh, here it is. The coding's off. Okay, so it's on 1280 by 480, which was the old screen. We have to change it to 1440 by 540. That's the new resolution.
That's the one, which is the second one. Oh, we could even go bigger and
Can
bigger.
Where? Oh, look at that. If you look at all these numbers and you actually analyze everything, you'll realize I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
CID display size. 8.8 is original. Change it to 10.25. CID touch.
See how Adolf said nicht active? Change it to active.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Isn't YouTube owned by Jews?
Absolutely. They're going to love us. Code.
Code.
And then it says you got to buy the full version, which we can't afford. And we have no Wi-Fi. Oh, great. We got to start all over.
There's no way.
We'll just edit that part out.
We'll just skip through all that. But that's all you guys have to do, and then just click code, technically. Now, if you followed everything we did there and just followed all of our instructions,
you're going to brick your car.
Your car may never start again. You'll also realize that we have no idea what the f we're talking about.
All right, guys. So once you've changed all the codes, you just hit code. It's going to ask you to buy the full version. Don't do it.
We can't afford it. You don't need to buy the full version, right?
Yeah, you do.
Or you do?
For expert mode, you have to do it.
Oh.
Awesome. Start coding. I have no idea what any of that says. Restarting ECU, and hopefully
It bricks
the screen should brick.
Exactly
Activation failed. Great.
All right, guys, because we're honest gentlemen, we're going to show you guys our mistakes. Greg didn't plug the little clip wire thing in the back all the way.
All the way.
That's why it wasn't turning on. We're trying to figure out if it was
I
a coding
tried.
issue or something, but it just wasn't turning on. But see, now it turns on, but obviously there's no touch screen yet. Now we got to
try it again.
Recode it, and then the touch screen and everything should work perfectly. Hopefully this is the last time we're coding this thing. We've been troubleshooting on why it wasn't coding, but check it out. It just turned on and we're connected to the Wi-Fi. So make sure you guys put the phone in airplane mode when you do this. You have to put it on airplane mode when you do the coding.
Or else it'll crash.
Yeah, or else it'll just keep crashing, which is the problem that we were having, but
It's done.
now it's done. Let's
There it
check
is.
the touch. All right, no more copyright. Boom.
Beautiful.
It works.
Yeah, I think
It's just a little laggy, that's
a
all
little
it is.
glitchy. Yeah, it's the CarPlay.
Okay.
See, this is fast. Look at that.
Yeah, that's fast.
It's the
It's just a
CarPlay.
CarPlay that's laggy.
Cool. Well, that'll do it.
Alrighty. Well, that
Now,
does it.
let's
Let's
just
get
mount
this stuff all mounted. The fitment is good. Check that out, guys. Fitment looks really, really good. Now all that's left to do is throw this little piece on. I'm gonna click this back on. Right? That's it?
Yeah, that should be it.
No.
There we go.
Not this side. There it goes. Just needs a little left tap.
All right. Great success.
Nice. I get touchscreen radio. He cannot afford. Great success. That only took about
About an hour and a half.
my watch isn't on.
Are you biting?
My Rolly tells me it only took about an hour and a half. I think we started at like 6:30 or 6 o'clock, something like that.
It's fine. Send me the invoice. I'll bring you another beef jerky.
Okay. Hey, you know, I can't just keep getting paid in beef jerky, you know. It's got to be Red Bull at some point or another. All right, guys. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. That's all we got in store for you guys. Hopefully, it's a little bit helpful. If you guys follow all the instructions from beginning to end,
You'll break your car. Don't do
you'll
it.
most likely break your car, and you'll realize that we have no idea what we're doing. We are certified YouTube mechanics.
There you go.
But yeah, without further ado, that brings us to the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys want to see videos like this, make sure you guys hit that like button. That like button means the most, because if you hit that like button, then we'll be able to make around $5, and then Greg will be able to spend hundreds of dollars on things like this. He spent probably like $400 on this,
Right?
and this video will bring us back $5, which will be in the hole
we're never
only
gonna
about
financially recover from
$395. So yeah,
Yeah. We'll never recover.
these are all financial mistakes. Every video you see. But yeah, guys, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below what you guys think,
Peace.
and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.